Welcome to the Hawthorn Cottage Craft Podcast. This is episode 56. Today is Thursday, the 28th of November 2024. Where has the year gone? I am Kate. I am found on Instagram as Kate_Hawthorn Cottage Craft, on Ravelry as a runner bean, and there's a Ravelry group for the podcast, which is Hawthorn Cottage Craft Podcast. I'm so seldom on it, I've forgotten the name of it. But yeah, those are the places that my presence sometimes is or always is. I'm most often found on Instagram if you want to get me. Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, it is lovely to see you back. If you are a new viewer, you're very welcome and I hope you enjoy it here. I wanted to get a little episode in before December and the craziness and busyness that will be vlogmas, but I wanted to get an episode in just to round up the last couple of finished objects that I had from the normal year's knitting before any Christmassy things get started. So without further ado, I have my Rakuyou sweater finished and able to wear it. I was working on this, I was almost finished the last time. I had it with me in Donegal and I think I was on the sleeves, but I have now finished this. It is the Rakuyou sweater by Rakuyou, who is Hand Knit Life on Instagram, and I knit this in Legacy Fibre Arts Cozy Toes base, which is a merino cashmere nylon, I think. Yep, sock yarn. And normally I wouldn't knit a sweater in such a speckled kind of colour. I usually knit solids, but this one just fit the sweater so well. It's very autumnal. It's called Sweater Weather, so really was very apt for this knit. And the pattern, the Rakuyou, I think it's to do with falling leaves, which is the lace pattern down the front, the panel. Just stand up. There's a lace panel. The rest of the sweater is double moss stitch, and there's a ribbed shoulder, which I really like. And the best, I enjoyed knitting it all. I will preface it by saying I enjoyed knitting it all, but it was one I had to really concentrate on because of the lace. I didn't want to make a mistake, because if I make a mistake in lace I have to go back to the start. Even if I put lifelines in, I can get very confused with lace. It's not my strong point. So I had to really concentrate, and I find moss stitch quite slow. So when I got to the sleeves and their stocking stitch, I was over the moon to have a little bit of just round and round knitting, which was lovely. But it was a top down sweater and it's a split hem, you can see, with the back a little blue. The back is a little bit lower than the front. But it is such a soft, warm sweater, and I really am very happy with it. I don't think there was much else I wanted to say about it, because I talked about it on the last episode. I knit it in 3mm and a 3.5mm needle, which is I've written it down, a US 2.5 and a US 4. And it's, the drape of it's lovely, it's light, but it is warm. So it's definitely a pattern I would recommend. I don't think I would recommend it for a beginner, an advanced beginner maybe, but certainly not a beginner with the lace and having to keep a track of it, unless you're just very adventurous. You could have a go, but it certainly was an incredibly enjoyable knit. Yeah, there's nothing really much else to say on that. My second finished object is my Easy V sweater, and I'll insert a photograph of it in here as well. Now this has been on the needles for a very long time and then got set aside because of this sweater, and I think I had knit the love note in between, and this got set down. But I'm really pleased with how this looks. It's knit in Sonder Yarn Co. Sunday Morning DK, and it was a kit that they did, and it's still in the shop as far as I know. And I'll link, all patterns and yarns are linked in the description box below. But I think it was combo 3. So the main colour, and I'm going to have to check, is Wanderlust. So it's like a deep green. My colours aren't great today because of the light. But Wanderlust, and then Simple Pleasures Offline and Copper Kettle are the contrast colours. And as I say, they do a kit, they do different colour combos for this sweater. I did debate whether I would put the colour work at the wrists as well, but I'm really glad I did, which is part of the pattern. But I thought I might just do it completely plain, but I'm glad I kept that in. It's a wee bit different. It was knit in a 3.5mm, which is a US 4, and a 4mm, which is a US 6 needle. So it worked up. It was quite a straightforward, quick knit if I'd kept at it. And this yarn is a BFL blue-faced Leicester and Massam, and for being a woolly wool, as is said, it's very drapey and light. I actually put a little tag on the bottom, and I'll link where I got that because I can't remember. I think it says handmade by Kate on the bottom. And yep, very happy with how it looks. It's comfortable wool wise next to skin. I think it's very soft. But here's the rub. I love the look of the sweater. I'm not sure it's the best shape on me. I will do a quick costume change and let you see. Okay, this is the sweater on, and I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with how it looks. I've seen everybody else's and they look lovely. It's meant to be oversized. It's not very oversized on me. Now I did knit to gauge, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should have gone up a needle size and the colour work. I don't know if I could have gone up a size in the sweater because this would have really gaped. But I'm just not sure. I love it. I will wear it, but I'm not sure I love it. I think for me, I have difficulty picking the right size at the moment. My size has dramatically changed over the last couple of years, and I just don't know if I'm getting the fit that I like. I'm quite narrow here, but I've weight on for various reasons, and in other parts, and I'm not getting the fit that I like. I got interrupted there by the postman, so I'm not quite sure what I was saying, but I'm just not sure I'm getting the right fit for me at the moment. I think I'm picking the right size, but I think where I had the privilege of being able at one point when I had started knitting to just pick a size and be okay with it, I think I need to start taking a wee bit more and paying a wee bit more attention to having to customise sweaters to fit my body shape as it is now. It is what it is, but as I said, it's not that it's really bad. I just think, I don't know whether it's maybe this shape doesn't suit me anymore with this type of yoke. I don't know. I will take your opinions in the in the comments. Be kind. You can tell me it doesn't suit me, but do it nicely. I don't expect anything less from my lovely viewers, but yeah. I'm just not sure. I think it's a beautiful pattern. I love this yarn. I love the colours. It feels comfortable on, and that it is lovely, lovely yarn. And maybe the more I look at it, the more I think it's okay, but it was just, do you ever finish something and the picture of it in your head, the picture of it in the pattern, how it's looking on the needles, how this looked on the hanger, I just loved it. And just that initial point where I put it on, I thought, oh, I'm not sure. And I was really disappointed, but maybe it's not as bad as I thought. It's just what it is. So yeah, I'm not sure. That is the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. Yeah, I'm glad I knit it, but the jury's out on whether I actually like it or not on me. So yeah, that was a bit rambly, but those were the two main finished objects. I did finish another pair of socks, and this is the DK vanilla sock pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady, Kayla Litton, and the yarn is Legacy Fibre Arts, the ants from their Practical Magic range, and I've had these finished for a while, and I'm looking forward to wearing them with very cold weather here at the minute, and big thick socks are what is called for. So yeah, I'm really pleased with these. I knit them on a 3.25mm needle, contrast heel and toe. I can't remember what they call this kind of natural colour, but it came as part of, or I think I got some of their DK natural. Words this morning, I haven't had coffee. And it's just my standard top down sock, 2x2 rib. I cast on 48 stitches in the DK. Isn't that right? I think it's 48. Yes, 48 stitches. For the top down DK sock, and it's just the standard rounded toe. But yeah, really happy with those. That is actually pair number, I think it's 17 or 18 for the year. And this year I had decided not to, oops, I start to move things around a bit. This year I decided not to wear my socks immediately. I was keeping them. I started a year of knitting socks on December the 1st last year. And I have kept them all in this basket. So, whoops, they're all in here, including last year's Christmas socks that I knit. And I want to be able to wear those this year. So they're all in videos past. I'm not going to go through them all now. I know that was a homespun house. One of their Christmas colours, I can't remember the colourway, from last year. I can't remember. As I said, I'm not going to be able to remember all these, but these were definitely talked about during Vlogmas last year, so they're in some notes after Vlogmas videos. But I'm looking forward to getting these now into the rota of sock wearing and get the Christmas socks on the go for this year. It's hard to believe that we are on the mouth of Christmas already again, and just this year seems to have flown, and it's getting ready for Vlogmas, which I am doing. I hope to do hopefully daily, fingers crossed daily, but as often as certainly as often as I can and I'm able to. And into the Christmas projects. I have only 2 works in progress, and they're both Christmas socks. I wanted to get maybe another couple of pairs ready for the beginning of December, which is highly unlikely now because we're so close, but I'm going to try. So I ordered some West Yorkshire spinners, good old trusty West Yorkshire spinners when it comes to Christmas colours. I ordered the Nutcracker. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it's all sparkly. And I'm just knitting vanilla socks for both pairs of socks that I'm knitting at the minute. Just whip, 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 whip. And these stripe, so they feel as though they knit themselves, because you just want to see another colour coming in. I am knitting these top down as per usual, 2.5mm, which is a US 1.5 needle, 64 stitches, 2x2 rib. My little progress keeper is a plum pudding from Chapel View Crafts, and again I'll link that in the description. And my needle stoppers, I got them from Audacious You on Etsy, and again I'll put that in the description box. But this is the sock. I did decide with this one, very often in stripy socks I'll put in an afterthought heel, which I've done in the second one, but I just decided to put in the heel flap and gusset and see how it worked out. I'm not as worried about the foot as I am about the top of it, but I did want it to still look relatively in line, and it has worked okay. I do have a double here of the green, but that really isn't an issue. And I've just started onto the foot. I have the heel done, and it's just the slip stitch heel turn. So that's as far as I'm on with that particular yarn. It just knits up so easily. It's 100% wool, I think. Oh, wool nylon, obviously, 75-25. This is their label. West Yorkshire Spinners Sparkle, Signature Sparkle. And the second pair that I have on the needles is in this colour, which is just right up my street. It's Yuletide, and again it has sparkle, which I'm not sure showing. And I have one sock of the main sock done. I've just the heel now left to put in. I've it picked up again. The stitch is picked up and ready to put the heel in. Another Chapel View Crafts, whoops, marker. And my gnomes. And I love this colour. I did get the contrast colour for this one. Do I have the label? Evergreen is the colourway. To do the cuffs, the heel will be that, and the toe. The first sock I just decided to knit the entire sock with the yarn. And I'm really pleased. I just love those colours. And I've started the second one. And I did match the colour stripe, I think. So, and my gingerbread man. So those are the works in progress at the moment. I did start a sweater, but I'll not talk about it because I've done so little on it, and it'll be put on pause now over Christmas more than likely. It was originally going to be a Christmas sweater, but sorry, I've jingle bells on my bag. This is a bag I made years ago. So everywhere I go with my knitting, I jingle. I just didn't feel it was going to be finished in time for Christmas anyway, and take the pressure off. It's not particularly Christmassy looking, so I'll work at it in the new year. I have Advents this year to open. I'm very excited about that. I, for the first time, bought a hand-dyed from a yarn dyer Advent. I have never done that before. I have had Advents most years, either that I have made up myself, where I've put minis together that I had, or someone has made me one. But I don't think I haven't ever bought from a yarn dyer. So this year I've bought from Circus Tonic Handmade, isn't it? Aren't they handmade? Circus Tonic, anyway, an Australian hand dyer. And I have the 4 Sundays of Advent. I don't know what got into me this year. It's most unusual. And I got the 4 Sundays of Advent sock sets from a homespun house. And I got the Cozy Knitters 24 stripe Advent. So that will keep me going. It's been a tough year, so I thought I would treat myself. But I'll talk about those more as Vlogmas goes on, and you'll see them if you choose to watch Vlogmas. You'll see them being opened, and I'll talk about the different dyers at that point. But I'm really looking forward to it. I can't believe it's only 3 days away, isn't it? And we're into the thick of it. I hope you are getting into your Christmas making, if you're knitting gifts for anyone. I have knit a gift that is another finished object, but I can't show it to you because they might see this. And I have another one just to put on the needles, and again I can't show it. I'll show them both in my little vlog between Christmas and New Year when they've been gifted, if the second one gets finished. Because as I said, they might watch this. So yeah, I hope you're getting into your gift knitting if that's what you do. If you don't gift knit, which is what I usually do, not. I don't usually gift knit. If you're just enjoying your knitting, getting into the Christmas spirit, if you celebrate Christmas, I have a lot of my preparations done so that I can really enjoy December and take it slowly, which I think I need to do, and enjoy my knitting over December and enjoy sharing it all with you. So yeah, I feel as though I've rattled through that today. I feel as though I have probably rambled and not made an awful lot of sense today. But I really, really, really wanted to get an episode up for you before Vlogmas and the craziness of Vlogmas starts, because YouTube just gets flooded with Vlogmas episodes from everyone in December. So yeah, I hope you are having a nice peaceful time wherever you are and whatever you're doing, and I will see you in a few days' time.